Alpha the Wizard, back at it with another video. Today we have another new format post-Photon Hypernova video, and we have me versus Bill WEI. Now, Bill is one of my good friends, and he's a very good player. Shout out to him. But without further ado, let's just go ahead and hop right in. We are going to see Bill winning the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, deciding to go first. Opening hands, we have Tier Cash, Imperm, Merrily, Rhino, and Talents. The opponent has Merrily, Keldo, Hobness, Talents, and Meta Noise. So it looks like it's going to be a Tearlaments mirror match. So he's going to just go ahead and start off with Merrily. Pretty weak start for him. He's going to mill Rhino, Kura, and Sheeran. Shay 1, Rhino 2, so that's pretty good mills. Dump Hobness, bring out Rhino, and then he's going to fuse the Sheeran. Plays really hard into Kelbeck, but we don't have it, so never punished. Making Kikalos, and then Kit Rhino. We're going to Imperm the Kit. Dumping Hobness. Hobness effect, that's fine. He's gonna fuse Javi. Now he's thinking really hard because he has a few different routes he could go. He could just make a Rukalos. He could make Kaleido Heart, but that seems kind of bad. Or he could make Garura and try to go for an Elf. But none of these lines are really that crazy, to be honest. He decides to just make a Rukalos. And then he's going to make Elf, set Meta Noise, pass turn. Really weak inboard, to be quite honest, but that just goes to show the impact of Imperm. He also opened a pretty weak hand, to be honest. So yeah, then we draw Imperm for turn. That's pretty good. So yeah, draw phase, we probably just, yeah, we Imperm the Elf, standby main. We're going to go normal summon Rhino Heart, activate effects. That's fine, doesn't have Hobness or anything. We dump Javi effects. That's fine. We're going to use the Javi and Rhino for a Kikalos effect to search or dump. We add Sheeran. He's going to think card here. Activate Meta Noise, booking the kit, dumping Merrily. Activate Merrily, so he's going to fuse the two Merrilys probably for another kit. But now his Elf is just turned off. I probably would have waited on the Meta Noise, to be honest. Let me get further along in the combo and then book one of the level 4s. That's probably would have been a little bit better. And then, yeah, because then he could have just elfed for Merrily, milled 3, potentially had another target in a graveyard to fuse with for when he does Meta Noise. He's going to use kit effects, add the tier cache, and then he's going to think whether or not he should do this here, and he does. He's basically using all his resources here. He banishes Meta Noise, summon tier cache to mill 3. Okay. Does hit Sheeran effect. And he does hit it Merrily for the Elf, never punished. Makes Drago Sepalia, which is fine here, because now we can just go Talents to take Drago, oh, can't Drago on Rukalos because of, oh, Elf is negated with Imperm. And then we go Sheeran effect, special out. I'm crazy, guys. I keep talking about him having Merrily for Elf, but I Impermed it, so it's okay. Our mills weren't the greatest, but we do have Merrily that we can use. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use the Merrily there. Use that in our face down kit for the second kit. That's actually crazy. Battle phase, Yeah, he just admits defeat. That was actually a really cool interaction. Moving on to game number 2. Will Bill Wee take down me? So opening hands, I open Nib, Planet, Prosperity, Tier Cash, and another planet. The opponent has Sheeran, Merrily, Imperm, Kelbeck, Meta Noise. Really interesting to have Prosperity and Tearlaments. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was actually sideboarding this card in to go second, just to be able to help break boards. But I actually ended up deciding to cut the Prosperity altogether. But without further ado, let's just take a look at the match. He's gonna start off with Sheeran. Sheeran's gonna go ahead and pitch Kelbeck, mill 3, hits a Merrily and a Kelbeck. He decides to go ahead and Kelbeck effect here. Ooh, looking at the opponent's mills, he hit pretty good off that. And then we hit pretty decent also, because we hit a shuffler. Alright. So he's going to make a Kikalos. Activate Kit effects. I decide not to use any triggers, to not play into talents. Talents and tasking is really kind of game breaking. He's going to shuffle back all my cards, which is fine. I didn't want to play into tasking, because tasking is like an auto win in tier mirrors. So then he's going to kit effects. Hobness 1, Solic 2, Sheeran 3. And then he's going to do like a lot of shenanigans. He's going to make Rukalos, which the Rukalos just inherently played around the Nibiru. Now the opponent is just so far ahead. Oh my goodness. And now he gets to an elf, draws a card, draws into crime. Wow, that's insane. And then he makes Dweller, played really hard in the Super Poly. Sets 3, pass turn. Alright. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and Dweller and draw phase. We decided not to nib because he does have Rukalos. We activate Planet effects. It's going to add Sheeran. Activate Prosperity. Banishing 6. Looking at the banishes. We do see the Arise Heart in here for the Kashtira matchup. And then all these cards that we don't really need going second. Baguska may be necessary, but not 100%. We do get Kura. That's kind of clean. Oh, he said he was going to negate that. Okay. Alright, fair enough. Crime. Doesn't activate Hovness. I probably would have used Hovness, to be honest. He might be playing around talents. Summon Sheeran. Pitching the nib. Can't use any grave effects. Normal. And then we just go into Dweller. Battle phase. Beat over Elf. Chain Meta Noise. Chain Dweller. He says that's fine. Yeah, there's really no way out of this. We just go Tier Cash effect. He's gonna chain Rukalos in turn. Yeah. Scream plus Merrily. Oh man. Yeah, that's just game. At what point do we just know it's game? Yeah. Alright, moving on to game. You're gonna see me, the Alpha the Wizard, deciding to go first. I did that intentionally because of Bill. If you know, you know. Opening hand, we have Hobness, Talents, Planet, Kodo, and Meta Noise. The opponent has Instant Fusion, Magnemite, Planet, Nib, and Magnemite. Wow, this is really interesting. Like, both hands are actually pretty decent, to be quite honest. So we're going to fire off Planet, get Sheeran. And then normal summon Kodo, activate Sheeran. We're doing this to play around like a Hobness. Just in case. Mill 3, we hit... Wow. We're insane. We're actually insane. We go Hobness, Merrily, Tier Cash 3, Mill 2, Shuffle back, make Kick Hollows, shuffle these. That's gonna make another Kick Hollows because we don't play Garura anymore. Planet Effect is going to pop one of the kits. That is such a cool interaction, guys. So we add the tier cache, and then we get the kit mill 5. Wow, we're insane. And we hit the last tier name. That's crazy. We're just going to go ahead and shear an effect. We've already activated all the other tiers. He's going to Magnamut the last one, which is fine. He's going to Magnamut effects on field. This is a-okay, because now we can just make Redoer, activate talents, look at his hand. He's going to chain Nibiru. We're going to chain Redoer. Okay. And then we look at his hand and we're like, holy, get that instant fusion out of here. Yeah. Mag Planet. Alright, this is a little weird. It looks like we're in a losing position, but we do have like a shuffle back. It really does look like we're in a losing position, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. He go ahead and adds Baldrake. And then in phase, he's going to summon out the Baldrake, banishing one of the kits, draws into an Imperm. That's a terrible draw. Oh, we don't redo her because we don't want to play around. We want to. Oh, okay. So yeah, we go ahead and redo her and standby. We get a Kura. That could have been really bad. If we got a tier name, like redo is just infinitely like worse. And then still in standby, we go tier cache effect, banish crime. And then we mill 3, hit 2 tier names, Sheeran and Merrily. And then he's going to let both of these resolve. Why would he let these resolve? He has Magnamut. And we get Rukalos. And then these are going to make a Kaleido. He probably should have Bestialed one. Baldrake effect, that's going to banish the Rukalos. And then we're going to chain Planet, or chain Kaleido 1, chain Planet 2, targeting the Rukalos, shuffle back, popping Rukalos to prevent it from getting banished. Rukalos effect is summoned back, and that should just be game. He definitely should have Bestialed one of them. Chain Mag to the graveyard effect, that's fine. Okay, banishing Mag, summon out Rukalos, Mag effect on field, activate Planet. I'm not really sure how far he's going to get here because we still have a Keldo in graveyard. And then he normals Merrily, activate effect, mill 3, hits a tier name, but it's not going to matter because we can... Ooh, Rukalos. I didn't expect that one. I thought we would have shuffled back. Yeah, and that's the end of the match. So yeah, that was a very interesting match. I definitely probably would have Magnamutted when I activated 2 tier names. I think that was like where he went wrong, because at most I would have got a Rukalos. But yeah, that's the end of the match. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe down below for more content. And with all that being said, I will see you in the next one.